not in vain. I spoke a few days ago and people said I'm demarketing Nigeria. When it's true to be demarketed, World Bank has just shown that 75% of Nigerians in rural areas are poor. Is World Bank demarketing Nigeria? UNICEF 2 days ago released that Nigeria now have over 2 million malnourished children, the second highest in the world. Are they demarketing Nigeria? Let's face the reality. Their labor is in vain. We have a country now that is not democratic. We are not a democratic country. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Is the election that happened in Edo, is it democratic? Just the last election in Edo is the most undemocratic election. Everybody knows who won that election. So why are we keeping it and saying, let their work not in vain? It is in vain. So we can start picking the pieces now, because they've destroyed everything people have sacrificed for. Look at what is happening in Nigeria today. Above all, Jaragowan, you sacrifice everything. The country people sacrifice has turned into a crime scene. All we do today is stealing. You know, and we have to do something.
That was Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State and the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria, finally responding or giving a reply to the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and others that accuse him of demarketing Nigeria when he was at Johns Hopkins University in the United States. Recall that Peter Obi was at Johns Hopkins University in the United States recently, where he talked about poverty in Nigeria and relating it to the state of poverty in China and Vietnam in 1990. And he concluded by showing that by 1990, Nigeria has fewer poor people than China and Vietnam. But today the reverse is the case. And he blamed it squarely on leadership. Poor leadership in Nigeria that failed to prioritize development and was more concerned about self-aggrandizement, self-enrichment, corruption, and all that. It was because of that, his statement in the United States, Babajide Sanwo-Olu issued a statement which he, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, personally signed to show how serious he viewed the matter. But of course, I did a video to show that he was doing that to ingratiate himself to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because he has fallen out of favor with Tinubu. So if you want to show that you support Tinubu, one of the best things you have to do is to attack Peter Obi frontally. So to prove to Tinubu that he's loyal, so he had to attack Peter Obi. And he had to do it personally by signing that statement. He has a chief press secretary who could have signed that statement. He had a commissioner of information who could have signed that statement. But Babajide was playing politics. So he personally signed it so that Tinubu will know that it is not just that the chief press secretary did it on his own, on a directive, but to show that he is the one that did it. You know, recently, Babajide Sanwo-Olu was embarrassed when Bola Ahmed Tinubu sided with Obaje, sided with the Obasa, sorry, that's his name, Obasa, the speaker, who Babajide Sanwo-Olu instigated his impeachment, and Tinubu insisted that he must be returned back. And in any case, also, Babajide Sanwo-Olu has also gone to court to claim that EFCC is harassing his officials, and they are planning to arrest him when he leaves, when he finishes his tenure in 2027. A case that was thrown out in the court. Okay, that it was premature. So he is doing everything to. He was doing everything. That statement was basically to ingratiate himself to Tinubu. And don't forget that Aisha Achimogu, who is wanted by the EFCC, is alleged to be a close associate of Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and it's been alleged that she was the source of the so-called financing of Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar campaign. Allegation that Atiku and Peter Obi denied that they didn't receive any money from Babajide Sanwo-Olu. So that particular statement that Babajide Sanwo-Olu issued was basically political. So he attacked Peter Obi, that Peter Obi was demarketing Nigeria. How can he go to United States and be talking about poverty in Nigeria? And then he brought out some spurious statistics to show that that Peter Obi worsened poverty in Anambra State, while Tinubu, when he was governor of Lagos State, was able to reduce poverty and all that. He wanted to present Tinubu as the better manager of poverty than Peter Obi and all that. But basically, it was all about his selfish political interest. That was the reason he could have signed that statement. So based on that, Babajide Sanwo-Olu's attack on Peter Obi, because of what he said at Johns Hopkins University, I did a video to expose him, highlighting some of the points I've made here, to show that his attack on Peter Obi was not altruistic. It was basically to restore his dwindling political fortune as he's about to finish his second term. And many people consider that my defense of Peter Obi very robust. Okay, that some newspapers, when I put it out in my Facebook wall, picked it up and turned it to an opinion piece. Okay, so what Peter Obi did in this very video you watch was that he used the occasion of the memorial lecture of Edwin Clark, the convener of Pan Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, who died recently, and in the process of his burial, there was a memorial lecture, which Peter Obi was there, and Peter Obi used that occasion because somebody, I don't know who the person was, but his name is Mark, said that may the sacrifice of our heroes past not be in vain. So he used that opportunity to talk about that already things are getting out of hand, and then he hammered on Sanwo-Olu and others who are accusing him of demarketing Nigeria. And one thing I like about Peter Obi, that he is the defender in chief of his own statements, or his own. Nobody defends Peter Obi better than Peter Obi himself. He's very articulate. He's one of the best political communicators we have in this country right now. He can always express himself. He can defend himself more robustly. I don't see anybody, even I myself, cannot defend Peter Obi better than Peter Obi. So he gave a robust defense for his statement, and he portrays it with the latest data from the World Bank that showed that 75% of Nigerians who are living in the rural areas are poor. And then Nigeria has the second largest population of malnourished children. And he asks, are we saying that by releasing this data, that the World Bank is demarketing Nigeria, or that UNICEF is demarketing Nigeria? You know, demarketing Nigeria, how can telling the truth about the state of the nation be characterized as being the marketing of the country? And even in the previous video I did about this issue of the marketing Nigeria, I made reference of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's attendance of G20 meeting in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro. When Tinubu was there, one of the statements he made was telling the world that Nigeria and Africa, they need help, that farmers cannot go to farm because herders are terrorizing farmers. He said it in Rio de Janeiro. So do you know, when he did it, did Sanwo-Olu and others accuse him of demarketing Nigeria? Okay, so basically what Peter Obi has done, and what he did in this robust defense of himself, using the example of UNICEF data and World Bank data, is to show that Babajide Sanwo-Olu and others, they're just playing politics. In any case, they were, if speaking about the truth about Nigeria is the marketing, they were the worst culprit, because when they were in opposition, they were always all over the place talking about how terrible Nigeria is, how terrible Nigeria was in terms of insecurity and all that. They overblew everything that happened. Even the issue of Boko Haram and all this thing, the Chibok girls, they were the architects in chief of the marketing of the nation. They were the one that globalized the Chibok girls abduction and all that. But at that time, they never considered it, that it was wrong to go and be demarketing Nigeria abroad because of insecurity. But today, they want to dictate to Nigerians what to say, not only in Nigeria, what to say when you are abroad. You have to be politically correct as far as they are concerned. But Peter Obi has replied them, telling them that you cannot bury the truth. The truth must be said at all times. If you, in any case, if you look at Nigeria today, what is it about Nigeria that is hidden? The American embassy is here. The European Union embassy is here. And the European countries, they are all here. They are witnessing what is going on in Nigeria. So you expect Peter Obi to go there and say that Nigeria is El Dorado, that we don't have poor people. So you can confidently go to US and say, no, people are not living in poverty in Nigeria. Nigerians are enjoying. Tinubu has transformed Nigeria. Everybody can eat 3 square meal a day. Who does that? I don't know what to think about Peter Obi's robust defense of himself at Pa Edwin Clark's memorial lecture to counter Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who are playing politics, that Peter Obi shouldn't have gone to United States to demarcate Nigeria by talking about the rate of poverty in Nigeria and comparing it with other parts of the world. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.